إلى يوم الدين إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفر ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Today's lesson is going to be on Ar-Rahmaan. I was looking at his paper, I didn't like it, and it distracted me. This is the first surah. Everybody should open up a mushaf. Could somebody pass me a mushaf and open it up, please? This is the first surah that we're going to get to that we will not go over word for word. Does anybody know why? It's not a very long surah, but we only have an hour, okay? And in 1 hour, we can't go over word for word. This class was not intended to go over the Quran word for word. No, I need one in Arabic, just all Arabic, just one of the big ones. And if you have a stand, we could just put it right here, inshallah ta'ala. So this class was designed to give the general understanding of each surah so that a person would have something to go from with regards to the Quran. And that's all that we're supposed to be doing here. A detailed study of the Quran word for word is the next stage, is what you go to after this right here. After studying the Quran in a general way, then you go into more specifics, inshallah ta'ala. Jazakallah khair. I'll just put it like this. Thank you very much. Okay, then we go to a very specific word for word. The only reason I went over Surat al-Fatiha, Ikhlas, Falaq al-Nas, because those surah, those small chapters in the Quran, everybody uses them in the Salah. Most people know them and they use them in Salah. And since their brevity, the shortness of those surah, I thought it would be easier for us if we went over them with some detail. So since we use them all the time, it would be easier to remember. In Surah Ar-Rahmaan, we're going to go through this surah. The poem starts off like this. Ar-Rahmaan. Ar-Rahmaan, no words can expand the lengths to the strengths of this mercy's extent. The 55th chapter for genies and men. So which of these favors do you care to end? I don't know if we have enough room, so we're gonna stop here and go through this part and then put the other part on the class. It says, Ar-Rahmaan, Ar-Rahmaan, no words can expand the lengths to the strengths of this mercy's extent. The 55th chapter for genies and men. So which of these favors do you care to end? Let's go through this. This surah is called Ar-Rahmaan. Okay? It's very rhythmic. I like this one a lot. It says no word, and then it goes on to define what Ar-Rahmaan is. What are the 5 things we're looking for? What does the poem go in the beginning, in the introduction? Tafsir 101 is what we're going to do. We're going to break each surah down for every one of you. What's the next one? From whence it came. What's the next part? Its length and its name, its placement, and just what it claims. Okay, so let's see what this does. It talks about the name. The name is in Arabic, right? And in English, right? Yes or no, guys? Yes. Thank you. So the name in Arabic is Ar-Rahmaan. Ar-Rahmaan. What does Ar-Rahmaan mean? He tells you right here. He says, no words can expand the lengths to the strengths of this mercy's extent. Meaning the name of the word Ar-Rahmaan is a word that is so rich that there are no words in English that can expand, that can go the length to express the strength of this mercy's extent, to the extent of this mercy. Does that make sense? The 55th, that's explaining what the name is. That's the name in Arabic and in English. Because Arabic is such a rich language, it takes more than just one word to express what an Arabic word. In some cases, you can write a whole book just on one word in Arabic. Okay, especially if that word is used in the Quran. So he says, no words can expand the lengths to the strengths of this mercy's extent. Allah's name, Ar-Rahmaan, it means that he is Dhu Rahmatil Wasi'ah. He is extremely merciful to his creation, to the extent, and this is more merciful than Ar-Rahim, because his mercy is for all the believers and all the disbelievers in this world, and specific for the believers in the hereafter. Whereas the word Ar-Rahim is specific for the believers on Yawm al-Qiyamah. And this is what most of the people of tafsir express with those two words. So Ar-Rahmaan is ablagh, it's stronger in its expression of mercy. Okay? To the extent of mercy. Is that understood? Yes. Okay. Then it goes on to say the 55th chapter, and I spelled this wrong, 55th chapter for genies and men. Now this is the placement. It's placed where? It's 55th. So this surah is the 55th chapter in the Quran. And it's easily placed. Ar-Rahmaan, Ar-Rahmaan. No words can expand the lengths to the strengths of this mercy's extent. The 55th chapter for genies and men. Why does he mention for genies and men?
Because maybe the surah talks about jinns and men.
Right, because this chapter, as we'll get into it, it speaks directly to a thaqalan, or thaqalain if you would like to the genies and the men. The two creations that have choice. Allah specifies, and the whole Quran is for the genies and men. However, this surah is how can I say, directly talking to them. I'm trying to find some language for that. Directly calling them out and dealing with them. The whole surah is in a dual form, talking to these genies and men. So which of these favors do you care to end? Let me erase this and start again. Okay? Yeah, thanks. I'm going to erase it here. You erase this for me. Get our little technique going here. Thank you, sir. So he says here, so which, okay, hold on, let me get a little dry. So which of the favors, these favors, do you care to end? This is a question. Correct your paper. It should say Meccan or Medinan. Each ayah it flows. So which of these ayah do you dare oppose? There's 78. Recite them and think